Alright, y'all. I got new gear. And unfortunately, no, it's not for my gun. I know some of y'all say, man, that's all he do is shoot that gun. He got nothing better to do than to shoot that gun. Actually, yes, I do have some other things I'm into. This is one of them. So, got a new grinder in. Woohoo! That's heavy duty right there. This right here is the 1ZPRESSO. So, I've been drinking coffee at work all week. Because I took my grinder, I had a, what's that thing called? Mini, mini pour something. It's made in Japan. Dang, I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden. It wasn't a good espresso grinder. The settings weren't intricate enough. Okay, so my settings, I would go from too fine to too coarse. There was no in between. Didn't have enough settings. So this right here, the 1ZPRESSO, when it's got presso in the name, that means it must be good for espresso, right? So this was the unboxing, I guess. You know, I just got it. Just opened it up. So there's the, that's going to catch my ground coffee. This is desiccant. Different kind of desiccant there. My coffee will go in here. And I'm wondering if this will fit over my cup. Nope, it'll fit in it. Filter. So, meh. Looks pretty good. Let's see what we got here. Now, I've heard this thing, you know, it's got so many steps until people get fed up with trying to dial in the shot. It don't come with a book, so I guess you just gotta figure it out yourself. I'm taking it this thing is made in either France or Italy, because I heard somebody saying, oh, it's pronounced 1ZPRESSO. So Z is Z in French, like W is W for us. So if he was gonna call it a 1, he was already mixing and matching. He was speaking Creole. So in French it'd be a 1ZPRESSO. In English it's going to be a 1ZPRESSO. But I'm thinking it's French. I don't see no made in signs on it though. It'll tell you where it's made. Got no stickers on it. So it can't be from China. If China made this, they put a stamp on that. I ain't letting nobody get none off on them. It don't say nothing about where it's from. No idea. Nothing on the box. Nothing on the nothing nowhere. I just put this thing in a box and said get to it. So let's get to it. Let me see where it's set at right away. I might be grinding up a lot of shots, y'all. Oh, I forgot to put my scale on there. Let's get we're gonna do a little 5. Just to see what this grind looks like. And then after that, we just grind straight into here. Woo! It's a little tough. This thing ain't no joke. It feel like it grind better than my other one. See what it look like. Ooh, that's fine. I'm gonna try it. See what kind of espresso we can get out of this setting here. Let's see what kind of espresso we can get from this setting. It looked decent. We'll give it a first round. 18 grams. And we'll pull a shot. See what it looked like. Alright, 18.4 grams. Let's see how long it takes to get it ground. We're at 629. Let's go. Man, it feels like this got a good burst set in it. I was gonna say that right off the top. My other one had a porcelain burst set, so it didn't produce as much static, but it didn't cut like this. This thing cutting good, but look at all that static. I didn't have all that with my porcelain grinder. That's a lot of static. A lot of static. Makes for a hard cleanup, but we'll do it. It all comes out pretty good though. I know you have some static. Luckily, with this espresso machine I got, this cup came with it, and it just fits perfectly over the portafilter basket, which allows me to shake up the grains a little bit, and that fits evenly over there. And we'll just tap that to where it needs to be. Look at that. Looked like a good espresso grind. A little light. I might need 19. This right here is a, for any of y'all who don't know my espresso habits, this espresso machine is the BEZZERA STREGA, and it uses a slightly bigger group head than your average portafilter espresso machine. So we're just gonna go ahead and pull a shot out of this, see what it looks like. I think now that I've looked at it, I'm not sure if it's fine enough. Let me put it in a clear shot glass so y'all be able to see if it's got good crema or not. Coming out way too fast, so that ain't no good. We're gonna have to dial it down. Yeah, we'll have to dial that down. Scale. Yeah, that's no good. Need to be finer. See, this is what I get for grinding coffee. I've been grinding on coffee. Still looks like it got a good crema, didn't it? Yeah. That coffee ain't no good. That came out way too fast. That ain't no espresso coming out fast like that. It came straight out. We need at least a good 20 seconds for espresso, unless this is just a super stale bean and I got tricked. But roast date is July 1st. So unless the Boston Stoker is playing games, let's at least give it a taste. This is bad coffee. That's weird that it don't taste bad. Don't taste bad. All right. Randy is growing some strawberries, so until I get this dialed in good, all my little patty cakes here are going to go in her garden. Strawberries like acidic soil. So those coffee patties make good acidic soil. So I throw them in her strawberry garden. All right. Let's change the grind. So we went from 9 to 8. Let's go to 7. That came out real fast. So we went from 9 to 7. Let's get another one going. Whoa, I gotta reset the scale. I was teared to the cup. I thought I had something. Maybe too heavy. Man. Lots of problems here. All of a sudden, it ain't reading on the scale. Too heavy. I have to put the beans in here first. $15 grams. We want 18. Let's do 19. 18.9. Alright. Get these to grind up. See if we can get a better extraction. They grind pretty quick. Grip this thing, man. This thing feel heavy duty. I'll be scared for this to drop on my tile floor. It might chip it. Real solid. Look like it's some kind of brushed stainless steel or something. Finer grind. And this thing do hold a lot of the grinds in it too. Be able to mention that part. A lot of grinds falling out of there that didn't even make it into this. They do come out of this pretty good. Thank goodness. Go ahead and give them a shake up. But these ain't real oily beans. If I get some oily beans that ain't, they probably gonna be clumping good. All clumped up. Alright, let's go. See what we get out of this one. Right up here in the ends. See what kind of grind we get here. That's a little better. That might be it right there, y'all. That might be it. That is looking good. Yeah, that's looking good. This might be it right here. Yeah, that's about, that's good timing on espresso. So, look at the crema on that. I think I'm going to be drinking some real good espressos now. And even as my beans start to get stale, if that rarely happens. I get a small bag. And I drink a cup of coffee every morning. Well, a shot of espresso every morning. So my beans don't really get a chance to get stale. Let's see if there's a difference in taste. Look at that crema. So y'all, it's right here. It might be doing it and doing it well. Let's see. Tastes better. Tastes better. So I had resorted to just buying like espresso blends because my old grinder, well, it actually was my new grinder. I had gave my old rock to a friend of mine. He gonna start drinking coffee. And he didn't know what he's doing. He went around here buying Folgers. Thought he was drinking coffee. So I had to teach him. I gave him my my AeroPress, and I gave him my rock grinder and told him, go over to the Boston Stoker and get you some of that Highlander grog or something, some real coffee, and try that with that. Grind the beans up, press it, gave him a couple of recipes on the that's good. So this is a double walled cup, y'all. So the coffee keeps its heat real good. It doesn't get any cooling. So this ain't one of them shots you can just knock back. My son had brought his girlfriend over here, and I pulled her a shot. And I didn't know she was a real espresso drinker. You know, I thought, you know, she just wanted to try out an espresso. Most people, when they want to try out an espresso, they'll go and, you know, ew, ew. You know, they start doing all that. But this girl, she was a real espresso drinker. And I had pulled a shot, and she tossed it right back. I seen her face. I knew she burnt her mouth because it's hot. You know, this is hot. But man, she toughed that shit out. Took it back, said, "Yeah, that was a good shot. It's hotter than I'd expected." I was like, man, this is a tough ass girl right here. She's pretty tough. So yeah, this double wall cup. It's good for looking at your shot, but it ain't good for drinking unless you want to let it sit for some time, cool down. Even right there, it's still a little too hot just to knock back, and I've been sipping on this for a minute. I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight. This right here, this breakfast espresso blend from Boston Stoker, it don't got real good flavor, but you can tell it's highly caffeinated. Got a bunch of Robusta beans in it. That's why, I mean, even when I pulled that first shot, that was obviously, you know, the grind wasn't right. It was under extracted. It still had a ton of crema on it. All right. I think I like that setting right there. Let's see. I'll give you a brush here to clean it with. What we got? Unless you just go up in there and do you one of these. Yep. Give a couple of cranks. Not even. Nothing else coming through there. It's all through, I guess. Brush at the bottom. Now, the bottom of it, I guess the way it functions is a lot cleaner than my mini, gosh, what was that thing called? I can't remember the name of it for nothing now. It had like your dial arm down there that was spinning, and that thing would have coffee on it, and it was, you know, you couldn't get to the blades, getting around it, harder to clean. This one seems a lot easier to clean, and you can set it down just like that. Take that top off. I can set it down upside down or right side up. My other one, you couldn't set it down. So my rock, I actually preferred to the new one I had bought, but I had seen some good reviews on it, so I thought it was going to be a good hand grinder, but my rock was better. Now this right here seems better than my rock. I think this got my rock beat. The construction quality is right up there with it. It's solid. It's small. I can take this to work with me if I want to. Out on an outing, wherever I want to go, and grind me some beans up to make some coffee or something. If I got an AeroPress with me or something. I might have to get a new AeroPress since I gave my old one to my friend so he could make real coffee. But if I give me another AeroPress or something, then I'll be able to take this and that and still have good coffee on the go. But this is my new toy. Nice grinder. That's a good grinder. I'd say I like that. I'm pleased, very well pleased with that. There were some guys on YouTube, they must have been amateurs because they were talking about how difficult and how much coffee they had to grind up to get to a good shot. They probably went backwards went the wrong way. It's got some little indicators on there that show you that you're going smaller or bigger. They probably didn't pay attention and went bigger first and then had to come all the way back. They said they wasted a lot of coffee trying to dial in. So that's the only way I could see they did that. It didn't take me but 2 tries to dial in the espresso from where they had it, which was probably for I think that grind might have been for a French press or something. It's 2 course for espresso. So that's it, y'all. It's my new toy. I got a little mess to clean up. I didn't have to do as much grinding as I thought. Them guys had me thinking I was going to be grinding a whole lot of coffee before I got to a good espresso setting. Now I might toy with it a little more, but for the bean I got right there, it's right. Now when I get some more exotic beans, I might have to do a little more dialing and touching, but I got a lot of steps on that, so I have room to work on that thing. That's my new toy, y'all. So that's my old toy, but I mean this here, this is the FX Impact M3 of espresso machines. This is badass. You know, y'all wonder why I had to have the best. I gotta have the best everything. It gotta be tinkerable. See, you know, you got an espresso machine where you just push the button. So if I wanted to, I could just pull that down and you hear that pump running. Well, that pump, it'll give me, I think, 9 to 8 bars of pressure and make espresso just like the machines if I left it running, and then I would just pull it away when I was done, but I would have to let all that go. So this also works as a lever where I got the spring in there, but I can pull my shots, and that allows me to dial and dose the pressure as I go. And so you get a lot more different styles of espresso that you want to make. Usually I use the lever to make my espressos just because a lot less water wasted. So that's why I say it's like the FX Impact of espresso makers, because you got the lever, you got the pump, you can dial. You know, I got the steam, I got the hot water. You know, if I want to do the frothing, it's got it all. It's got it all. And that's why it's just a badass espresso machine, and I had to have it. But that's it. That's it for my other toys. I'm out, y'all. GoPro, stop recording.